Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a story of what if Naruto has Saitama's powers, One Punch Man. Let's see how everything changes if Naruto was OP from the beginning. Let's begin now. Chapter 17. Naruto and Jiraiya had been on the road for 2 days, and though Naruto wanted to just jump to Tanzaku town, he followed the old pervert's orders and walked alongside him. You can't rush these things, Naruto. Jiraiya told Naruto one night while they were preparing their dinner. But it's so boring. Naruto complained. Chuckle, I know. He reached down and stirred the pot of soup he'd been preparing for the last hour. Why can't I just jump there, grab this Tsunade lady, and jump back? Jiraiya fell off of his makeshift chair stump, in laughter. What's so funny? Naruto yelled. Laugh. You actually think you can just grab the princess, and not lose your arm? Jiraiya guffawed. His certainty that Naruto would get injured actually managed to slightly worry Naruto. Is she that strong? His words caused Jiraiya to calm down and ask. Brat, have you truly never heard of her? Naruto shook his head. Sigh. Jiraiya rubbed his hands through his hair. What did they teach you in that damn academy, if you don't even know the first's granddaughter? Wait, granddaughter. Naruto's mind went blank for a few seconds before. She's the first Hokage's granddaughter. Jiraiya nodded. That she is. Though, her name isn't what made her famous. Jiraiya could tell he had Naruto's attention, now. What's she famous for? Jiraiya pulled the spoon out of his soup, took a big slurp, then smacked his lips before calmly responding with. Being a sucker. Naruto fell off his stump, then jumped back to his feet. She's a what? A sucker. Naruto's face turned red. Well, to each their own, I suppose. Jiraiya took a second to think about what Naruto said, then he fell back laughing. Laughing? Not that kind of sucker. Oh. Then, I'm confused. Jiraiya finally calmed down after several minutes of laughing, to explain. Basically, she's a horrible gambler, and she will lose any bet she makes. Oh. She sounds kinda dumb if she continues to make bets, then. Tsunade had just placed an extremely high bet, on a game of blackjack. When she suddenly sneezed, causing the 7 the dealer was going to grab to fly off the table. A 10 was picked up in its place, which put her at 24. I'm sorry ma'am, but you've gone over 21. The young woman said. Damn it. Tsunade yelled and slammed her sake jug through the table, causing 2 large men in black suits to come have a chat with her. Jiraiya nodded, but then stared intently at Naruto. I'll agree with you there, but don't let her hear you say that. Why? Because she's also known for her physical strength, and a temper to match. Naruto tilted his head to one side. How strong is she? Jiraiya shrugged. Probably stronger than you, if she tried. Naruto could feel himself getting pumped up. Really? Do you think she'll spar with me? She might. Why? Do you have any idea how long it's been since I've been able to actually hit someone? Jiraiya was confused. Didn't you just stop an invasion? Scoff. I don't mean like that. Then, what do you mean? I want to actually fight someone. Naruto yelled and quickly stood up. I want someone who can dish out as much force as I can. Someone I can fight without holding back because I know they can take it. Naruto had stars in his eyes. Why? Because I'm bored. Naruto fell back onto his stump. I'm always watching the other ninja. Sasuke, Kiba, Choji, Scoff, even Shikamaru. They all have fun when they fight. They enjoy the thrill of battle, the fear of losing, and I don't. Jiraiya stroked his chin. Any idea why that is? Because it always ends the same way. How? Naruto rubbed the back of his head. Whenever I actually try, the battles always end in seconds. None of my classmates have been able to keep up with me since I was 9, and even most jonin have trouble keeping up. Have you ever fought one? Naruto nodded. Yes, I've fought a few. Not bad, brat. Jiraiya smiled. Then, he stood up and walked over to Naruto. Naruto looked up when he felt Jiraiya's hand land on his head. But, remember something, Naruto. Fighting isn't the only way to have fun. Oh, I know. I also play pranks. Chuckle. That's good, Naruto. Who do you play pranks with? Naruto frowned. Well, usually, I'm alone. Jiraiya crouched to look Naruto in the eye. Why? Naruto looked down. Well, no one really likes hanging out with me. What makes you think so? They always leave me out, whenever they hang out as a group. Jiraiya stroked his chin. Have you ever thought to ask why they left you out? No. Naruto shook his head. Why not? Well, I'm usually training, so I don't see them that often. Jiraiya nodded. I see. Alright, how about this? When we get back to the village, you are going to ask to hang out with the rookies. And in return, I'll teach you a cool jutsu, deal? Deal. Naruto and Jiraiya had just arrived in Tanzaku town and rented their room when Jiraiya suddenly had to go research. So Naruto was left alone in the room. Stupid old pervert. Leaving me alone in here. The least he could have done, was give me something to do while I waited. Ding asterisk dong. Naruto's ears perked up, and a smile spread across his face. Huh, maybe the old pervert did leave me with something to do. Naruto got off the bed and walked over to the door. Hello. He undid the lock and opened it, but only saw red. Huh. He blinked his eyes, and he was suddenly back in his room. He looked up and saw a large blue man with a sword on his back and an Uchiha. The blue man and the Uchiha looked at each other. I thought you were going to put him in a genjutsu, Itachi. He should have been. Naruto looked between the two. Itachi. As in Itachi Uchiha. Well, look at that Itachi. The brat knows who you are. The blue man leaned down to look Naruto in the eye. How about me, brat? Do you know who I am? Naruto shook his head. Nope. The man face faulted. Sigh, you need to come with us, Uzumaki. Itachi said. Why? Because you hold the Kyuubi. Naruto tilted his head to one side. No, I don't. Yes, you do, Uzumaki. Please do not lie. I'm not. Naruto could see the disbelieving look on their faces. Alright, let me explain. The Kyuubi is a nine-tailed fox, right? They nodded. Well then, I can't hold the Kyuubi. Because, the only thing inside me, is a giant rabbit. Hey, I am not a rabbit, damn it. They glanced at each other, then looked back to Naruto. A rabbit, huh? The blue man asked. Yep. Naruto held his hands up like rabbit ears. Long floppy ears, and a big fuzzy tail. Sounds like a rabbit, no. Hey, Itachi. That does sound like a rabbit. Is there a tailed beast I don't know about? Sigh, I don't know, Kisame. Kisame tapped Itachi on the shoulder. Let's get out of here, Itachi. We were told to find the Kyuubi, not some rabbit. Before Itachi could respond, Naruto slammed the door in his face. Kisame. Yeah, there are only nine-tailed beasts. Then where did his rabbit come from, Itachi? Come on, use your head. Kisame tapped on his temple for emphasis. Asterisk HNN asterisk, Kisame, did it ever occur to you, that he could be lying? Kisame shook his head. Nah, he seemed trustworthy. Besides, who would make up a lie about such a thing? Itachi's nose started bleeding. Are you okay, Itachi? Asterisk HNN asterisk Itachi wiped away the blood. I'm fine, I just had a brain aneurysm from the stupidity. Wow, Itachi. I didn't realize you were that stupid. HNN asterisk, alright, that's it. Itachi kicked open the door, only to find an empty room with an open window. After him, Kisame. But Itachi, now, damn it. Itachi rushed through the room and jumped out the window. With Naruto was walking around Tanzaku town looking for Jiraiya. If I were an old pervert, where would I be? He's probably in the brothel. Yeah, but I don't really want to go in there. Wait outside. That could work, you can't kick me out. Do you know who I am? Tsunade-sama, please calm down. No, Shizune, I will not calm down. Or, you could go talk to the woman you've been looking for. You read my mind. Naruto walked around to the side of the building and saw a blonde pig-tailed woman in a green haori, and a shorter black-haired woman in a black kimono. The shorter woman was trying to pull the blonde away from the entrance to a casino. Tsunade-sama, we're out of money. That's why I need to do this, Shizune. I can win our money back. Not without money to bet, you can't. After overhearing their conversation, Naruto decided to step in. If you'll make a bet with me. Naruto pulled out his frog wallet. I'll give you 50,000 ryo. He pulled out the bills and showed them to her. Oh ho, I'm not against taking a brat's money. She nodded. Alright, what's the bet, brat? Naruto planted his feet. I heard you were strong. Scoff. You heard right. Naruto smiled. Prove it. Naruto squared his shoulders. How? If you can move me, the money is yours. That's it. That's it. Now, normally I would just take the bet and be done with it, but what's in this for you? Aside from seeing how strong you are, you also have to come back to Konoha with me. She nodded her head. No, then she turned and walked away. What? Why not? I'm not going back to Konoha, brat. Why? Are you scared? Scoff. Of course not. I just refuse to return to such a place. Naruto's jaw dropped open. Wow. I didn't know the legendary Tsunade Senju was a coward. Tsunade stopped walking. Take that back, brat. She yelled, causing Naruto to smile. Nah, you walked away from an easy bet with a simple genin. Tsunade turned and glared at him. Alright, brat. You really want to play this game? Of course. He nodded. She walked up to him and planted her feet. Change the bet, brat. 2. When I move you, I get your money and you have to retire from the ninja program. And, if you can't. She yanked her necklace off and held it out for him to see. Then you get this. But, I won't return to Konoha unless you can move me. She poked him on the forehead after each word. The smile on Naruto's face grew so large it almost split his face. Deal. He held out his hand for her to shake. Tsunade-sama, are you sure this is wise? That is your grandfather's necklace. Of course, I'm sure. She reached out and shook Naruto's hand. Then, she threw the necklace to Shizune. Hold this for a moment, Shizune. It won't take long. You get 3 tries, Granny. The veins appeared on Tsunade's forehead. She reached out and pulled one finger in, built up strength and chakra, then released it into the finger that smacked into Naruto's head as she flicked him. Pow! A loud echo could be heard from the impact, but Naruto didn't move. That was your first attempt, then. Tsunade grit her teeth. So, you're stronger than you look, brat. She balled up her fist, pumped about 20% of her chakra into it, and then punched Naruto in the stomach. But he remained in place. That was number 2. Seriously, though. Is that all you've got? Her face turned red. Oh. You must be too embarrassed to perform. How about this? Naruto pulled his headband down over his eyes and smiled up at her. You little brat. She focused all of her strength into her fist and sent it rocketing into Naruto's face. Bang. The sound barrier shattered from the speed and force of her punch. The ground around Naruto was destroyed, as were the walls on both sides. But Naruto remained in place. In fact, the only way she could tell she even made contact was his head moving to one side and some blood coming out of his mouth. Naruto slowly reached up and pushed the headband back into position. That was awesome. He cheered. What? Tsunade and Shizune both were completely dumbfounded by the sudden turn of events. After all, Tsunade could crush mountains with that punch. But, this brat didn't move. That was the best punch I've ever felt. Wait, I actually felt that one. Naruto jumped around for a few minutes before returning to his spot. That was awesome, Tsunade-sama. He yelled. Then the smile was wiped off his face. But, and I do apologize for this. He reached out and grabbed her by the arm. It's my turn. Scoff. Good luck, brah. Naruto raised her arm above his head, and quickly pulled it back and threw her over his shoulder, over the buildings, into the sky. Naruto and Shizune watched her fly off into the distance. She's going, and gone. Naruto walked over to Shizune, took the necklace from her unresisting hands and started walking in the same direction he had thrown Tsunade. Hey, where are you going? Shizune ran to catch up to him. I'm going to get Tsunade, then find the old pervert. Old pervert. Wait, Jiraiya-sama's here. With Itachi and Kisame, the 2 Akatsuki members had quickly found Naruto and decided to wait until he was alone before they attacked and kidnapped him. So, they had a front row seat to him throwing Tsunade into the lower atmosphere. Itachi. Yes. Did he just? Yes he did. The 2 stood in silence for a few minutes as they watched Naruto and Shizune walk off. Want to pretend we couldn't find him. Kisame. That's the most intelligent thing I've heard all day. Itachi, you should really give yourself some credit. After all, I'm sure you'll say something smart eventually. Itachi vanished in a flock of crows, leaving Kisame alone. He's embarrassed. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like for more what ifs and support the author. See you guys in the next video.